Joining us now is News Central's correspondent Sagir. Ibrahim joins us for more update on this. Sagir, I mean, so much has happened in plenary from yesterday and today, both at the red and the green chamber. But let's start with this commendations for the FCT and their budget at 1.7 trillion naira. What more can you tell us about this development?
Oh, good afternoon, Judith. Thank you very much for being on the news. The first thing I must say is the FCT seems to have gotten a lot of money in terms of appropriation this time, and it's quite obvious the reason why. You go around the FCT, and I know it sounds cliche, but the fact remains that the minister seems to have converted the Federal Capital Territory to a construction site of some sort. Go about seeing projects like bridges, renovation of certain facilities, and the likes of that. And it might interest you to note that, some of these renovations, some of this construction, some of this commissioning is going on not just within the city center alone, but also, in the remote communities across the different area councils here in the Federal Capital Territory. So 1.7 trillion naira, out of which 1.2 trillion has been earmarked, for these capital projects. The senators are saying, well, as much as it is a lot of money, as much as they believe that the FCT minister will deliver in terms of bringing the dividends of democracy to the people, of delivering the renewed hope agenda to the people, it's still important for them to bring to his attention the need to address certain concerns, top of which, of course, includes insecurity. It's no news that insecurity in the FCT has been a thing of worry for most residents. Talk about the activities of one-chance operators, talk about the activities of those who, operate within these satellite communities, carrying out kidnapping for ransom activities and the likes of that. They are saying it's important for the FCT minister to, take out of this 1.2 trillion naira capital, expenditure budget to focus on insecurity, to focus on things like education. They complain about the dilapidating nature of the education system, not just in Nigeria, but also in the FCT. So they are calling for more focus, to be upon these different sectors. They went as well to discuss other issues, especially bordering around illegal settlement within different parts of the city that has given rise to the development of certain slum communities. I mean, it's no news to a lot of individuals that from time and time again, they've been carrying out demolition across different parts of the city. The Senate is saying, well, if part of this budget is put into developing infrastructure, providing amenities, especially in low-income areas, perhaps they would see, a reduction in the development of these slum communities across different parts, of the FCT. And very importantly, one of them also raised the issue of the rising cost of lands and landed properties here in the Federal Capital Territory, which he attributed, of course, to the shrinking amount of spaces available for construction, due to the fact that for a very long time, no new district has been opened. A lot of areas still remain, undeveloped, especially in other parts of the area councils within the Federal Capital Territory,
right,
not just in the city center. So they are calling for be placed on education, more focus to be placed on insecurity, and more focus not just on the development of infrastructure within, the environs of the Federal Capital, that's the city center, but
right,
other parts of the FCT as well.
So yeah, I wonder if they also put into factor there that sometimes development can be hindered when the price of development itself, and that's whether it's cement or building materials, have got shot up through the roof, or whether people can afford to actually develop property in a place like Abuja. But again, we also saw defections on the floor as well. 3 senators defecting from the PDP and now to ruling APC. Very quickly, I want you to touch on that before we go. We've seen these numbers risen over the last 2 months, and other, not only in Kebbi State, but also other states as well. We've also seen governors as well. What does this mean when we're seeing this defection? What's driving it? Is it ideological differences? Or would you say it's internal party crisis or just political survival at this point ahead of 2027? Quickly.
So before I question Judith, I'll first start by stating that I attended plenary today and the opposition aisle seemed even more scanty than it used to be before. Of course, this is because not just the fact that these 3 senators defected from Kebbi State just 24 hours ago to the All Progressive Congress, but also the fact that more lawmakers, even more of them, have been defecting to the All Progressives Congress. Considering this, there has been concerns. Why is the defection taking place right now? Well, some would say it's because of 2027. Some would say it's a fight for self-preservation. Others would say it's also the need to ensure representational governance is achieved at the highest level as possible. But whatever the reasons are, what we can say and what we can do at this point is to report these defections and to report that these lawmakers are stating that they've moved, from the opposition party, as the case may be, now to the ruling party. It is now left to be seen the nuances and the ways that this defection is going to affect the delivery of their responsibilities to their constituents. Well, we are hoping that it's going to be in the betterment of the lives of their constituents, and if not, we'll definitely be here to report these developments to the world and, of course, to Nigerians to see.
Well, I trust you, Sagir, to do justice to that reportage. Many thanks to you, Sagir, for all the hard work from yesterday and today, and we hope to see more from you following tomorrow as well. Sagir Ibrahim, our National Assembly correspondent all the way from Abuja, the capital of Nigeria.